Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how I make my black-eyed peas with ham hocks in the pressure cooker. For this recipe, I'm using 1 pound of black-eyed peas, and I'm going to sort my peas and wash it. You always want to make sure you sort your peas because sometimes there are rocks in there or dirt. And I always take out the bad peas too, the brown ones, the half ones. So just make sure you sort it. So in my last video, I showed you how to cook black-eyed peas on the stove top. And then in this one, I'm showing you how to cook it in my pressure cooker. And with this one, I'm showing you how to do it with some ham hocks, but you can use ham, leftover ham if you have that, or whatever you want to put in there. These are all the bad peas I found, so I'm just throwing these away. Next, I'm going to wash them, and that's very important. You don't want to skip that step. And when I wash them, I just rub them through my fingers, and you'll see the water will get dirty. I'm doing this 2 times. If you haven't been following me on Instagram yet, you can do so at Cooking with Shirani. I'm always sharing stuff in my stories over there, so come follow me. To start, I'm going to put my pot on the saute setting. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to let that heat up a bit, but this will happen really fast, so you want to make sure you have your ingredients ready. I'm adding a 1/4 cup of onion to that, and I'm going to let that cook for about a minute or so, and then I'm going to add my garlic. Now I'm going to add 2 cloves of finely chopped garlic. I'm going to stir that and let that cook for another minute or so. Make sure you keep an eye on it because your garlic could burn if you don't keep stirring it. And this will happen really fast, so just keep an eye on it, don't walk away. Okay, now that it's nice and brown, I'm going to add my black-eyed peas to the pot. To that, I'm going to add 8 cups of water. And I'm going to add 1 package of ham hocks. And this is the one I'm using. And I'm just putting them in the pot. I'm not putting any salt in there at this point because I don't know how salty the ham hocks are. Sometimes you buy them, sometimes they have salt on them, and sometimes they don't. So I wait until they're finished cooking, and then I taste it, and then I put salt accordingly. When you pressure this, you want to make sure you turn your valve to sealing. And I'm going to pressure this on the high setting and I'm going to pressure this for 45 minutes. After the 45 minutes is up, you want to make sure you release the pressure and be very careful with that. You don't want to burn yourself, and just make sure your valve is down and it's safe to open before you even open your pot. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Ha ha ha, just kidding. I know you can't see it, it was just fogging up the camera. Hubby had to stop and clean the lens before we could continue. So at this point, I like to take the ham hocks out because I want to cut them into small pieces and then put them back in the pot. I like to go in there and mash some of the black-eyed peas. I don't want to mash all of them, so that's why I'm not using my masher. I'm just using my spoon. So I just push it up against the pot and mash it a little bit. Now I'm just tasting it for salt. I'm putting in 1 teaspoon of salt and then I'm going to taste it again. And don't worry, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box below for you. I still felt like it needed some more salt, so I added half teaspoon more. Now I'm going to put the ham hocks back in the pot and I'm going to let this cook some more. I want this to cook at least 10 minutes more in the nice salted black-eyed peas and it will be so good. At this point it's finished. You don't have to do anything to it. But for me, I like to take it a little step further and I want it to cook 10 more minutes. So I'm just going to turn it on the saute setting and leave the pot open and let it cook. And I just want the meat and the black-eyed peas to get all cooked up together since I salted it, so it's gonna be so good. And when you do this, make sure you keep an eye on your pot and stir your peas because you don't want it to stick or burn. And this will happen really fast, so just make sure you keep an eye on it. Well, there you go. That was very easy to make. But if you're looking for a stovetop version that doesn't have any meat in it, you can check out my other video. So I'm going to leave that link below for you. By the way, I like to eat my black-eyed peas with cornbread. So I'm going to leave my cornbread recipe link below for you if you're interested. It's a really good one. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.